Can I get some green car?
This week's parody suggestion brought to you by our host, Gary.
I did suggest it.
Jump down the garden for a gay old time. Tommy grabs his basket with his thumb.
Just realized I didn't fix the audio.
Tell us, Captain Giggles, is it egg hunt time? If it is, can we join? I wanna come. Don't think that we can try. Don't think we're not coming quick. Don't think our beats are too slow to fly. No use in sobbing after that trick, saying it's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. Sneaky fox with a cheeky grin, gay, swiped all the eggs while the slick hunters cry. After the giggles and the wild chase may, oh, Tommy's basket was completely dry. Don't try to say I didn't see. Don't blame the grass for hiding the trees. Sneaky fox grabbed them. 1, 2, 3. Left jelly beans scattered at Tommy's feet, saying it's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. Tell us, Commander Giggles, what do you say? 'Cause we know you love your smile and frown. Is the big heart on or fading again? We wish you'd hop up and turn it around. Tommy won't quit, he's brave as can be. Not in the sunny, chocolatey hour. He whistles a tune and climbs the old tree to spot the fox's secret hideout tower, saying it's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. Then Tommy shoves in a triumphant peg. Fox, you rascal, your game is done. He tickles the villain till he drops every egg, and all the eggs roll out one by one. Wait, what? The kids all cheer and fill their sacks. Sneaky fox laughs and shares the last from the lawn. Moral of this story, never let a sly fox sell you a vax. Non sequitur. Just hunt with giggles and a brave heart on. It's a mistake. 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 It's a
The following is for entertainment purposes only. It's just a scripted comedy show.
These guys are not experts, doctors, lawyers, therapists, or even particularly well-adjusted.
Everything you hear is opinion, exaggeration, sarcasm, or just plain nonsense. Any resemblance to real people or events is purely coincidental and kind of hilarious.
They are not responsible for emotional damage, cognitive dissonance, spontaneous enlightenment, or sudden urge to start a cult.
Viewer discretion is advised, especially if you're prone to taking things too seriously. This is a late show. It's not for kids, your boss, or Karen from HR who'll be hearing about this, by the way. Hi, Dave.
Side effects may include thinking, laughing, or yelling at your screen. Fladge Rants Live is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
I got to play the Easter Bunny at my family Easter gathering. I hid the eggs, and the kids went and found them, and we may have had a mistake because our Easter Bunny doesn't have a very good memory. Hi, I'm Gary, and welcome to Fladge Rants Live, our Sesquicentennial show. This is a big one. This is our Pyrrhic show, named after King Pyrrhic of Epirus, who successfully defeated the Roman army on several non-consecutive occasions. But at what cost? At the end of this third successful battle against the Roman army, I believe King Pyrrhus said, "We can't afford another victory." And we've been doing this show a long time, and we started out on the disc golf course just chit-chatting, and we said, shouldn't we record this? And the conversations would meander, go here, there, and the other place, and that's basically how I base these monologues, is that my old scatterbrained approach to these things. But the current events are, of course, going to be on our minds. The Artemis 2 mission has just completed its orbit around the far side of the moon, and the Orion capsule is carrying 4 astronauts. The mission commander, Reed Wiseman. Now, Wiseman's got a special significance to this show, but also sounds kind of Jewish. Victor Glover is the African-American pilot. The first woman to be on the far side of the moon, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen of the Canadian Space Agency. In related news, there is a Canadian Space Agency. So we'll get a lot more into that. But if you went to look up Fladge, you'd probably be autocorrected to a real word like flange, which is a protruding lip, ridge, or rim, usually metal. And the answer most people give to the question, what holds train wheels on train tracks? And I want to say this is false, but it's partially true, but the brilliant piece of engineering that goes into keeping a train on its tracks isn't the flange on the wheel. That would stop it from leaving the track. But if it was rubbing the whole time, the heat would build up and the wheels would melt, and it would be unsafe. So The brilliant piece of engineering that I'm talking about is the conical shaped wheel itself. Now, and the rail has got a slight curve. If you look at the top of the train tracks, the rails themselves have a very slight bubble on the top. They're not flat across. And that is because, okay, so if you got fixed wheels attached to an axle, single piece, like they all move together, and you turn, therein lies the rub. Then one wheel's going further than the other one. How do you compensate for this? Well, if you've ever been on a train, you'll feel it rocking back and forth. That is on purpose. That is intentional. It does that for the skipping parts, so it doesn't build up that heat that I was talking about. But so the conical shape is thick towards the middle and thinner towards the outside. The flange, of course, keeps it from going all the way off. And it keeps it balanced in the middle, and it's got that sway to it so that you can safely ride on a train without it derailing too frequently, or without that heat building up. So that's some flange news that most people don't know. People think that the flange is the thing holding the train on the tracks. Not true. It's fladge. Just to keep with my buckshot, I wrote this down because it's important. Morality is what you do when nobody is watching. I've said it before, but I'm saying it again. Following rules to avoid punishment or seek reward is obedience. It's submission. This is important, and it'll come back later. I also want to talk about Baalbek. It's the Heliopolis complex. The Temple of Jupiter is obvious Roman imperial construction with the Corinthian columns, but you go around the side and you'll come across what's known as the trilithon. And if you say it wrong, trilithon, then you realize that it just means 3 stones. But these 3 stones are 600 to 800 tons. These are gargantuan, and they were built before the Romans got there. And that is not what history tells us. What mainstream archaeology tells us is the Romans put those there to build their Colosseum, that their big temple to Jupiter. Well, it is obvious that is Roman construction on top of the trilithon stones. But in the quarry not far away from there is another big rectangular block of stone that was never moved from its spot that is over 1,000 tons. And if you believe that the Romans were ambitious enough to cut that, you are mistaken. And we all got naked and went out to a quarry. We did. I also want to talk about the king list. But let's go with so something I learned this week was Zipf's law, ZIPF, Zipf's law. And that is, in speech in normal parlance, the most commonly used word, the, and the next few most common words is on the really commonly used words. The most common is used twice as much as the second most common, according to Zipf's law. The third, a third. The fourth, you know where I'm going with this, a fourth. The fifth is a fifth. And it works like that. That's how it just works out. It's strange how these things just work out. Another current news item is if you look at the craters of the moon, the most common size of crater on the moon is twice as common as the second most, and 3 times as much as the third, and 4 times as much as the fourth, etc. These are related to Benford's law. Benford's law tells us that 1 is the first digit of more numbers than it should be. Now, think about it. Once you get through 1 through 20, you start with 1, 10, 11, 12, all the way through 19, all start with 1. So now you're looking at more than half. So 1's got a jump start on everybody. And once you get through to 200, then you know you're looking at more than half. But in the grand scheme of things, when you get a ton of numbers, then you should have a fairly even distribution. No, not according to Benford's law. And it doesn't work the same way, the 1/3, the 1/4, the 1/5 thing, but it is disproportionately askew towards 1, and 2 gets more than its fair share as well. The Pareto distribution. I wish I could remember what the Pareto distribution was. Oh yeah, I looked it up. Hopefully it's still on the screen. It is not. The Pareto distribution. Dagnabbit. I should write these things down. Then the monologues would be
distribution
better.
is a skewed heavy-tailed power law probability distribution used to model unequal distributions such as wealth, income, and file sizes, where a small percentage of causes, 20%, produces a large percentage of effects, 80%. It is defined by a scale parameter and a shape parameter.
Thank you, Brady. What a fantastic producer. And I brought that up because it's related to Zipf's law, and I learned about Zipf's law this week, and then Benford's law, and then the Pareto distribution. But what I really wanted to talk about today was the Sumerian king list. Now, Sumerian king list, what I wanted to do, since it's 150 shows in, is I wanted to go through each of the 150 topics and spend 10 seconds on each, and then I did the math on that. It's too much. So, Giza, cuneiform, megaliths, cryptids, all of it. I wanted to do all of it because here we are, 150 shows in, but at what cost? That's where Pyrrhic comes in. Well, let's go back to the Sumerian king list. This is cuneiform tablets, and there are hundreds of them. It's almost like they were practicing with the Sumerian king list at performing cuneiform, because they are copied and they are precise and they match each other, and there are very few exceptions to that. Like the outliers are clearly mistakes. But here's the thing: they show the rule of certain monarchs throughout Mesopotamia. So this is Mesopotamian kings dating back hundreds of thousands of years. But some of these reigns were tens of thousands of years. Now, people don't live tens of thousands of years. Then there was a steep drop off at the Great Flood. Plenty of flood myths going around, and there's evidence of flooding in that region during that era, the Younger Dryas event. Well, a pre-Younger Dryas event, in fact, the thawing of the Ice Age. Water levels rose. But let's look at all of the possibilities here. What mainstream academics tells us is that this is a blending between mythology and history. So pre-flood is mythology, post-flood is real people. What the King's List is telling us is that these rulers from pre-flood came from the heavens. So deities or extraterrestrials. We don't have to decide. Let's throw out all the options. Let's see. So that's one possibility. We were ruled by extraterrestrials, and then they handed off rulership to ourselves. Let us rule ourselves, and that was the reason for the huge drop off in years. Option B, deities. They were supernatural gods. They were a pantheon of actual gods with supernatural powers, and they were immortal and could only be killed by each other. And they ruled and did the same thing, handed it off to us after the flood. How about this one? It's more along the lines of the mythology turned to history, but how about celestial events or celestial eras? Because these people paid a lot of attention to what was going on in the skies. And maybe they were just talking about the movement of the heavenly bodies, which takes thousands of years. And they had unbelievable amounts of information about this. But in the flood myth from Mesopotamia, they very specifically said they passed along books or knowledge of these astronomical cycles, and they passed that along, and the few survivors from these catastrophic events passed that along with some agricultural information and some language, mathematics, calendar. So maybe it wasn't people they were talking about, but celestial bodies, and that would make more sense with the tens of thousands of year rule, the reigns that were just at astronomical numbers. Maybe it was astronomical. So, I guess I've ruined this monologue enough. Roll the clip, Brady.
Now that was a great monologue. Let's see what God thinks about it.
Anthony, that was a great monologue.
Now that was a great monologue.
Before the
I guess it was.
themselves invincible and destined for glory, they encountered a great enemy, Pyrrhic, king of Epirus, a region of Greece. During the conflict known as the Pyrrhic Wars, the king led his Greek phalanxes to fight on Italian territory against the Roman legions. He defeated his dreaded enemies in the battles of Heraclea and Asclepius. However, these victories cost the lives of most of his soldiers, weakening his army and damaging his ambitions. After seeing his men celebrating their victory, he said this sentence, "One more victory like this, and we will be lost." These events gave the term Pyrrhic victory, used when a victory is achieved at such a costly price that its damage may be irreparable to the winning side. Before the war,
150 shows in. Are we still allowed to suck? So, a Jewish-sounding mission commander, a black pilot, a female astronaut, and a Canadian astronaut. It sounds like the beginning of a joke.
We've got breaking news here. We've got a live phone call from somebody to the Artemis 2.
Who's calling? Is it us?
I don't know. Do you hear it? I don't hear anything.
I don't hear it at all, but I will say Artemis is a great name for a rocket ship. It is a horrid name for a human being. I don't understand people who name their kids Artemis.
Is that an actual name? I've never heard of that as a name.
Yeah, this chick that
Artemis is the mission. The rocket ship's called Orion. They're in the Orion capsule.
I don't understand why they
And
just didn't do
Capsule's
what they normally
terrible.
do, where they do a black chick. That way they just knock two out with one, and then we can have a
Right.
safer journey.
No, they covered all their bases.
They did.
A Jewish-sounding guy, a black man, a female astronaut, and a Canadian walk
Walks into a bar.
It sounds like
Yeah.
a joke. You're right.
Is everyone going to shit on these people now because they're all smiling? The black guy doesn't.
So that's funny you
Oh,
say
no, he
that.
went
The
back to
toilet is not working. Technically, they're all shitting on each other.
Yeah. They're
Apparently
all
you can,
smiles still, but man, the toilet's broken.
You can poo in it, but you can't pee in it because the pee is freezing.
Did you
Because
watch
somebody
that
forgot
lead
to
up
figure it
the
was
Oh.
cold in space.
It's
Astronauts?
not cold in space.
Trump just said astronauts.
Yeah, he's oh my god, that dementia's setting in hardcore.
Oh wow.
God,
I'm just
anytime
glad he's alive.
He barely says the anytime he barely mistakes a syllable. They're like, oh my god. Meanwhile, Joe Biden was full retard. They were like, no, he's just fine.
Wow, they're really nailing the zero gravity effect on this mission.
Oh, this hoax?
We're going to get to that
I
on
like how the
Rumble.
Canadian flag is smaller than the American flag.
Oh, so I did reach out to President Trump on that.
Yeah.
I had noticed that when I was in Detroit, we used to have a 1,500-foot flag on the old Hudson's building, but now they call it the Great Canadian Flag, and it's bigger than any American flag I've ever seen. And then we have these tiny little flags outside of the Rensen across the river, and the Canadian one dwarfs the American one. It's just gigantic. So I thought if Trump found out,
Canada needs to let you know that they're there because nobody really cares. They're like, hey, remember us?
agreed. But don't you think once
We
Trump
need to
finds
remind
out,
them we're here.
he's going to put his big dick energy, or whatever they call it? That's kind of gay of me to say, but we're on Rumble. I
Apparently
mean, we're
it's
on
small,
YouTube.
according
I
to
need to
South
remind
Park, I don't know.
myself of that.
I did know that there was a Canadian Space Agency because I remember there was a Chris Hadfield that stayed on the International Space Station for like 280 days, and he played acoustic guitar live with the Bare Naked Ladies from the International Space Station.
That sounds fucking boring.
The near side of the moon, seeing all the sights that we've seen from Earth for all of our lives, but we're seeing them
Unless there was actually bare naked ladies, then that could be
Right,
great.
right. No, wouldn't you be disappointed if you went to go see the Bare Naked Ladies and fully dressed?
They're like, dude, they play music.
men
I
show up?
Bare
have
Naked
went to
Ladies,
see
there's
Bare
a
Naked Ladies.
guitarist, a drummer.
You have
Pine
gone
Knob.
to see. Why don't you get your
I
verbs,
ha-
Brady?
I have had gone to see them in the past and the present.
All right, name one of their hit songs right now without thinking too hard. Go.
If I had $1 million.
Okay, you win.
My favorite one is "Everything's All Been Done Before." Or some, I don't. That's not exactly the name, but it's for people that say, "Oh, that song sounds like da da da." And that song, I mean, dude, there's only like 3 notes, right?
Is that the parody next week?
No.
No.
What should we parody it with? Just get the lyrics wrong. Just do the lyrics that you just said instead of the real title.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
But no.
Well, there's a mistake. I can't believe it worked. Like I suggested a parody, and it was a good song. I liked it.
It did. The hardest part
It
was
was our best
making "It's a
opening
Mistake"
ever.
sound like it's a mistake, and I must say, I nailed it.
You did. You totally nailed it. I feel bad for Tommy. Well, I felt bad for Tommy until it all worked out in the end. You told a story. It was so good. I mean, I'm crying over here.
So it even gets better. Do you know the?
I heard your shitter is broken.
Have
Maybe
you
could use,
seen the actual
almost
video
this.
for that song?
I think one of the biggest highlights
It's stop motion
Probably.
claymation,
I can't
so
Someone tell this woman
the
to
video
shut
is
up.
actually a spoof of the video too.
after being out of communication for about 40
If this woman
No
is, if
kidding.
she's not gonna
Okay.
let me grab her by the pussy, I don't know what she's doing on this ship.
important it is for our nation to
Careful, we're still on YouTube. We're trying to.
You can say pussy.
Right? Yeah. The algorithm. I think you say pussy cat or
Algorithm's the
pussy
worst.
willow.
He's the worst.
No communication, zero communication. All of a sudden, it was cut
Weekly,
off by
weekly, zero.
a very special location. What
Zero communication. So he's complaining that the woman has zero communication skills.
She's a woman.
No, he was complaining that they couldn't hear
He's the
him
worst.
after they got to the dark side of the far side of the moon.
Yeah, how
We
are
have to let the black man talk. Of course.
I was actually recording
scientific observations of the far side of the moon, that is actually.
I thought you were a pilot.
What did he say?
I thought you were piloting this thing.
Scientific
Not a
observations.
scientist.
Some of our most detailed observations of the far side of the moon up close, and so
Asshole's
we were
got 2
busy up
watches
here
on.
working really hard, and I must say it was actually quite nice.
It's because he's that dumb. He's bad.
3. I'm sorry. She has 3 watches.
She's
I
even
know.
stupider.
Why would she have 3 watches?
A difference in feel or
LA time, New York time, and somewhere else.
So they're aging different than us. I have a video about that. It's an hour and a half long. I'm not sure how we're going to go over it, but I so want to go over some of it.
We'll get to it.
And what they thought we might see. And
Asian?
the gravitational pull of the Earth has had.
I'm going to jump ahead. So this is their live. This is NASA's live feed to make us to show us what they're doing.
Yeah.
U of M is still up by 9, by the way.
Oh, I forgot they're even playing. UConn, right?
Yeah,
Is that
it's
that's
a
the
whole-
championship?
UConn
That
Huskies.
fucking player can go fuck himself.
Who can? Who can?
I think it's interesting that
Luxembourg.
UConn is the University of Connecticut, nowhere near the Yukon, but Huskies are kind of known for being in the Yukon.
Yeah, there's a whole Abbott and
that
Costello
weird?
bit about it.
Oh, okay.
So
good.
you're saying
the
that
game's actually right
UConn?
here if you didn't know.
No.
Right
I
where?
would never.
Mission Control in Houston, Texas. We just
Wait,
had
wait.
that.
Oh,
We're gonna
there it is.
get banned by showing it. Knock it off. It's too big.
Yeah, there's a Husky.
Too big. It's too big. 43 to 50. U of M.
You can't see shit on that, at least on mine.
Go
Maybe
blue.
you can on the other feed.
I picked Arizona to beat Michigan, so I lost my pool.
I picked Arizona to win it all. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Now
Yeah.
that last game, Yaxel Luxembourg, he hurt himself and he decided to keep playing even though he sucked and he was a step behind. And then he's still playing and he said, "Yeah, I suck. I'm a step behind," and he's still playing. Luckily, they're up because if they lose, it's like definitely on him. I get being like the star player and this is the Final Four game. You potentially are going to getting drafted. Who knows? But yeah, it just kind of shows how shitty of a player and an asshole you are.
I
Fit for
think
the
they
NBA.
fixed.
Perfect.
Everybody's complaining about college sports, but I think they fixed it with the NIL because now they're going to stay there. They have a chance of making way more money and going all 4 years to fruition and just collecting that NIL money before they even may not get into the pros.
Is there normally as many Euro players? Because it seems like there's.
I try to use U.S. dollars. I don't know what you're talking about, euros.
European.
I don't know what that means. A Euro step? Is that traveling?
I love Euros.
I'm just saying, like gyro,
I usually pronounce it gyros, though.
hero.
Everything I know about Greek basketball is on Columbus. What's his name?
Stephanopoulos.
Oh shit! The NASA screen's not
he
even on
killed
there anymore.
himself.
I might as well close that out. Jeez. They are going 1,000 miles an hour.
Stefan Apolis.
Oh, they're back on.
So Gary, I can't believe you. So while you were the Easter Bunny, did you remind the kids that God is not real?
Oh, okay. So here's the thing about honesty. It is important to be honest, but say your grandmother is on her deathbed and just to barge in there and tell her that she's going to die and there's no afterlife is immoral. That is, there's no reason to be cruel about it.
But why?
Are you following me?
So you're saying that lying about eternity is okay as long as it's for comfort?
I'm not even suggesting lying. I'm saying don't blurt it out.
What if she asks you, "Tell me, Gary, comfort me. Give me confidence that I will be with my Lord on the right hand and spend eternity in paradise. Please tell me now." What do you say?
I can't do that. I could not do
You
that.
asshole.
That's for you and the Lord.
I know. It's like do I look fat in this dress?
Lab coat, but yes.
So Yeah, definitely. You look
Does
fat
my
and you're
fat
fat.
make this lab coat look silly?
No, your fat makes your fat look silly.
Oh, okay, good.
You don't look
Does
fat in
my
the dress, you
fat
just
make
look
this
fat.
lab coat look fat?
It makes it look white.
This is an incredible shot. You're not even going to believe what happens here. Watch this. Skip, skip. Roll, roll.
It goes in an alligator's mouth.
It's like it's
And
remote
that's it. You'll have to
control.
tune into Rumble to see the rest. No.
Yep. Nice cliffhanger.
Wait, the hole's way over there and the ball's way down here. The hole is up here,
I
but
know.
the ball is down here.
There's no way it's going in. But could it be the shot of the century if it doesn't go in?
Yeah, it could be like a hanger. Hanger. Way the
No,
kids say
it has
today.
to go in. Anger. Oh, I heard someone say singer.
So, I don't play
no,
golf.
singing.
Can I ask a stupid question?
You usually do.
2 questions. 1, did he do that on purpose?
No.
And 2, why didn't he just hit it over the water? Because from my experience with physics, anytime a ball hits something, there's more chances of it doing something chaotic. Am I wrong?
No, you're exactly right. I'm thinking that wasn't the intended goal, and he
But these are
got
pro
super lucky.
golfers. You don't accidentally hit a line drive across the water.
Oh,
I mean,
Look, too, look at
what's
his
the context here?
I
do see
put the
a-
ball,
I do
put
see
the
a
ball in the
golfer
hole.
and or a caddy.
It's
No, I'm just
golf,
saying, I
not
do see
rocket science.
Another golfer yeah, but you see fucking videos like this all the time where they probably sat there for fucking 10 days trying to do this, and then finally they got a good shot of it. Is this competition? Is this just
Yes,
some assholes
yes.
fucking around?
This is competition. The fact
Yeah,
that
this
there's
is in a
a
tournament.
ball on the hole is on my only.
So he's done this
Inference of
before.
that.
He's experimented, I'm sure.
You can tell by how forward his swing is that he did it on purpose.
I don't think this would be an accident and it going in. Like
I wish AI didn't exist because part of me doesn't believe anything anymore.
right.
I'm
My
almost
first
as bad
thought
as
was
Gary.
when the second it changes, it cuts shots. I'm like, okay, it's a different shot.
But it didn't cut
Didn't
shot.
actually go and they just cut shots.
I didn't see it.
No,
cut
I didn't
shots.
even know if it was the
Oh, never
real
mind,
me
I'm done.
delivering the
I just
monologue
looked away.
today.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, I've got more,
pirate show?
but
More monologue?
I would
You said
rather
roll the
watch
clip,
this.
Dick.
This is my cooking with Cox.
Oh, that's not what I thought you meant.
Sometimes-
My wife says, "Let's go get
Nice cock,
beerhead."
nice cock, Brady.
Now you're saying cooking with Cox, which I didn't want to. I don't. If you're gonna cook with Cox, you go ahead and eat it.
I want to see more black cock.
We got white cocks.
Your
But
mac and
maybe
cheese
next time.
I'll be white black.
is wrong your entire life.
He's such a bully. That's not true. Yours is good.
Not that good.
This might be better. Don't
Fuck it up.
hate that. Big pot, 2 pounds of butter. Now melting.
No, now melt it.
Melt it. Add a boatload of this, a little at a time.
Obviously not all at a time, so yes. Until it looks like this.
I'm lactose intolerant and gluten free. This should be fine. Now we add salt. Now we're going to grate the cheese, sharp cheddar, mozzarella, and
She
La
just
Gruyere.
proved that they're reading cue
I
cards.
wouldn't do that. It
So this is
becomes
the serious
overwhelming.
guy,
Let's
right?
do what he says because he's the chef.
Melt your fucking cheese.
Boil some water, salt
So
it like the
he's
sea, they say.
that big
this
that he's
is
hanging out with
taffy.
3 minutes less than the box says. Your pasta doesn't taste like
No,
shit.
sorry.
Tastes like
Undercooked.
Poo.
Shit! You're so mean. We're not going to throw out
Come
all the
on,
cost
man.
of
This
water
is
'cause we
supposed
always
to be the
know
clean
that's
hour.
important.
Put it into the
Can't
big
even do
pot.
that for
Add
fucking
the sauce.
60
We need
minutes.
pepper.
Right.
Can't even fucking do
No.
that.
Pepper in your
This is
mac
not a
and cheese.
cacio pepe. Tell them what to do with this.
That's all right. For the 3 episodes that we did that, we got like 9, 4, and 3 views.
Mac and cheese. You don't have to deal with
I turned this in before the
Figure it out. Whatever you
YTR
freeze it on. They're not gonna
code
put it on
thing.
plate.
I might.
Add the fucking pasta water.
We're not going to put any pepper.
You want to ask one more time?
So a little pepper, huh? Taking 1 layer of pasta. We're going to add mozzarella, another layer of pasta.
More authoritative.
Another layer of
I have so much macaroni and cheese in my refrigerator right now.
Parmesan on top. Now we're going to broil the top so it looks like
Leftovers from Easter?
vegetables, these chives. Let's see if it tastes as good.
No,
as
leftover
it
from
looks.
Good Friday.
Oh my God. The bechamel, the
Wow.
Super easy. Super.
You know what I learned last week?
time, but worth every
Sorrento's is still the best pizza around, and Brady's way smaller in real life. In person, Brady's
I'm
like
pretty sure it was your couch cushion, but that's okay.
I couldn't believe. No, it made my 40-pound dog look like a grizzly bear. Like I'm this big, and then like I had a little Brady right here next to me.
Again, you're
Like a
sitting
little
on
Brady.
2 cushions and gave me 0 cushions. I feel it was a setup.
It was a setup.
If
and-
you do fast forward, I'm sitting in your seat, and I appear to be
Yeah.
regular size.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a medium, damn it.
I like how you say appear to be.
I appear to be normal size. That's the whole trick.
Yeah. Yes, it's an optical illusion. That's nice,
Hey, I'm
Brady.
6. I'm regular size. You guys are giants. I'm 6 foot. I'm 185, 200 on a bad day.
Gosh, I'm like
I know that's the
215.
problem.
I'm the lard ass.
Fucking normie over here.
Sorry, I produced more of us.
And I'm
too.
only 6'1". I'm not special.
That doesn't mean it's good or bad.
I'm just fat.
No, I'm just saying there's more
normal.
normies. My son's like 6'4".
Okay.
Yeah,
how,
yes.
Like, what is
I've
he?
met your son, and he's a big kid.
This is not a medical show. We do not
asshole?
give doctors advice or medical advice in any way, shape, or form, but I recommend not starting to smoke cigarettes when you're 12.
Oh, okay. That
I
sounds
know
good.
the next generation is like, what's a cigarette?
Oh, yeah. They're vaping.
Oh, friends of ours picked up vaping in their late 20s, early 30s. So
I didn't even know it was around then.
Huh.
Oh, wait, they're 20s or 30s now. Dude, I was thinking, never mind.
I mean, not right now, but
Time, you know what? Time is a construct. Time, I'm going to prove later on in the show that time does not exist. It is a
You
thing, but
did prove later on in the show that time
does not exist.
Didn't
That's
exist.
very clever.
Thank you.
How's the dog doing? They always ask,
What the dog doing?
but never,
the abuse dog.
how's the dog doing? They always ask,
What the dog doing?
but never.
George was
They're
so
eating
up
the
in
dogs.
arms
They're eating
last
the
week
cats.
on how cruel they were to this dog. That dog has the life of Riley.
Now they're
This
making it
dog?
fucking stay
Yeah.
outside. Look at the icicles on its chin beard.
Yeah, don't the paws stick like if you take your wet tongue and put it on a metal pole? Don't dogs' paws stick to the ground a tiny
Yeah,
bit
the
unless
little
you give them
pads.
No,
boots?
but the cold is not. Constant cold isn't the greatest. But huskies.
Comment if you've ever abused your dog.
I am right
Oh,
now.
I'm abusing my dog
Don't
right
do
now.
that. You know the
It's
dog on
cold
your
again in the barn. Brady
You
was
show
wearing a
me.
short sleeve shirt last week.
It's 150 question marks. We did it. Ryan says.
And we're not talking about dogs or cats or even New York City rats. And we're not talking about dogs.
No, we are actually talking about dogs.
Yeah, we are talking about
Did
dogs.
that keep
What's
going,
the
or
dog
was that the
doing?
clip? That was it.
That was
Yeah,
it.
that was
Sometimes
it.
so
Just the
dog
pizza
outside.
and
the
Look,
moral
look,
of that
the dog's
story was
outside. We
even though
put the
everybody's
dog
always
outside.
what
How's
the
the
dog,
dog
doing,
doing?
sometimes you got to ask how the dog doing.
How's the dog doing? With their little
You got
pad.
all the characteristics
The
of a
pad.
dog, Gary.
And their teeth. And their teeth. The baby.
So this is kind of an old one, but I'm just going to bring it up anyway.
Oh, are you going to play the things that George skipped on me last week?
Is it number
Oh
two?
no, wait, no, I'm sorry. I should have labeled that with an R. We cannot.
Oh,
well, that's okay.
I put
So-
the YT.
You said something in the monologue about something about the you said
number
I
6.
lost you, so I just wasn't sure what you were talking about. Where you were like second is second and third off is third off, and what were you
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
then? I didn't even I missed like your point.
Zip slaw. It's okay. So everyone's writing style has its own unique fingerprint. If you've got a large enough sample size, you can plug it into AI and they can map it out for you, like what words you're using the most, and next, and next, and next. And someone else's writing style, say you take the complete works of William Shakespeare, and then you take a something that you don't know the authorship, but it's one of these two. You plug that into the algorithm, and if you analyze it, it's going to match the fingerprint of one or the other of the styles of writing. But the word you use the most is used twice as much as the word you use second most. and the third is a third, and the fourth is a fourth, and the fifth is a fifth, and it staggers a little worse after that. But the first one, the first 5 or so, are real clean breaks like that.
And that's as identifiable as a fingerprint? Like
If you with a large enough sample size, and definitely use AI for the analysis.
When Brady does the big episode search, I mean, it is kind of like somebody says like
we could do that. We could do that with the show and figure out how stupid we are.
Oh, we don't need to do anything to figure. Yeah, we already what?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we know.
But is it our fault because
they fooled me, Jerry?
The English language, most specifically, is fucked.
Minute.
Yeah, it is.
Bass, bass, lead, lad, object,
Is this woman deaf?
bow, bow,
No, she's French.
row,
I've got a clip today that's all French language.
hair, leaf, life,
Oh, I have a
close,
problem with that.
I figured I'd add
close,
some culture.
wind, wind,
Wine.
minute, minute,
Minute.
Fladge.
Those are called homographs or homographs.
We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Homo means same. Graph
for 5
means
more minutes.
word.
Homo means gay.
And autocorrect gave me holograms, and I didn't notice till I sent it. So that one said YT holograms. But it was supposed to say
Scottish slang term
homograph.
for female genitalia. While fladge is a vaginal appearance that significantly varies and which may appear loose or flappy.
Flappy.
I get that
That's what
shit's
fladge is.
confusing on the surface, but you don't ever wind your watch or go check outside to see how windy it is. You know what I mean? Like it. So at some point you'll figure it out. It's not that hard.
Yeah, you can understand in context. These are things that we know because we've been speaking English as a first language. Can we do a Mount Rushmore of female
The one thing
astronauts that have been in the room?
Rushmore is they are not ranked 1 through 4. It is just the 4.
The far left for me is Christina Cook, and there isn't anybody else on that list.
All I know is Mount Rushmore up there, man.
Mount Rushmore.
You can't not put them on the Mount Rushmore just because of how influential they are.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a low.
Yeah, never mind.
Hasenpfeffer? What's Hasenpfeffer?
Please.
Fix me Hasenpfeffer.
Yeah.
Here it is, Hasenpfeffer.
Is one of the most famous open problems in mathematics, but it doesn't just haunt mathematicians because the implications of the hypothesis, if they are ever proved,
Is it pronounced
will be so
Riemann,
profound
Riemann,
that
or
physicists
Ro-
are trying to solve it
Yo-
too.
Riemann.
Indeed, in the past years, it's turned out that the Riemann hypothesis might be related to black hole physics and ultimately quantum gravity. The Riemann hypothesis has been open for more than 160 years, and if you solve it, you can win $1 million prize, enough to buy a truly irresponsible amount of
If
cheese.
I had
At the
$1
face of
million.
it, the Riemann hypothesis sounds like a hopelessly abstract problem that no one could possibly care about. It's all about prime numbers.
sure you
If you
could
look at
sell
the
it for more
sequence
than
of
$1 million.
primes, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on, they look irregular. There is no obvious pattern. But in the 19th
I'm very
century,
regular.
Bernhard Riemann discovered that the distribution of primes is connected to a function called the zeta function, which can either be written as a sum over all integers or as a product over the primes. So this function links all the integers and the primes. What makes
Didn't
the
his
zeta
son
function so
just kill
important
him?
are points where the function becomes 0. The exact positions of these zeros determines the distribution of the prime numbers. The Riemann hypothesis now says that all the important zeros lie on a single vertical line in the complex plane. If that's true, then the primes are distributed as regularly as they possibly can.
I'll be right back. I have to go find a new jabber.
For prime numbers. Yes, it's rather obscure mathematics, but in the 1970s, physics entered the chat, and that changed the story. Normal people think of what happens in nature in terms of things that have positions and move around. Physicists like to think of what happens in terms of energy.
They did enter
Why?
the
Because
chat.
that works both for quantum and non-quantum physics. Think, for example, of the electrons around atomic nuclei. Speaking of their position makes no sense. Speaking of their energy does make sense.
I believe this chat is
there are chaotic quantum systems
Gary.
whose energy levels look almost like the distribution of the zeros of the
Gary.
Riemann function. So, wow, now we have quantum physics and chaos and something
Sure
with the Riemann
looks
hypothesis
like-
combined. Almost. Ever since then, physicists
I'm
have
sorry,
looked
I
for an
don't-
example where the match is not
Gar-
almost,
oh,
but
Jor looks
exact.
like
Then
Gargamel with his
proving the
hair
Riemann
sticking out of
hypothesis
his
would come down
hat.
to analyzing the quantum behavior of a physical system, and who wouldn't
Like
want
Gargamel?
$1 million? There is a new
From
attempt
the
at this every
Smurfs?
few
Yeah,
months,
that-
for example,
yep,
this
yep,
recent
yep.
paper. And this is where the new work comes in. It's a continuation
And
of
if you haven't
earlier work
already,
that looked at the
please
behavior
like
of gravity very
or
close to
unlike if
space-time
that's the
singularity.
case.
In general
Comment,
relativity, when you
subscribe.
approach certain singularities,
It helps with
the
the
geometry can become
algorithm or
extremely chaotic. In
algorithm,
the case that the authors looked at, the
depending on how you
complicated
pronounce it.
gravitational equations simplify in an unexpected way.
Nope.
The
Especially
dynamics
if you
begins to
have a
resemble
message for
sort
Fladge.
of quantum chaos,
Yep.
and
No.
when behold, its
Well, I
energy
mean,
properties can be
sure.
written as a product of a prime numbers. Physicists call this a prime on
She
gas.
still calls and
The idea
wants
is
to know if
entirely
we
new,
want to
but what's
join
new is
massage
that this
school.
appears in a black hole. Now, to be clear, this function that they get is similar to the Riemann zeta, but not exactly the same, and
I
the
think
type
we
of
should
black
join
hole
it.
that they
I think
consider
they're willing to
is
give it
not
away
an
for free.
astrophysically realistic one. So why am I telling you about this? It's because this is an example of a trend that's been going on in the foundations of physics for a decade or two since string theory peaked and entered its decline. Physicists are looking for new mathematical links that could help them combine gravity with quantum physics. And one of the ways to do this is to stop talking about what happens in space and time and instead
Oh man, we're gonna so much talk about space and time later.
ask what happens
That's
to
gonna be our next few
energies. This
episodes.
could work for the same
I
reason
w- yeah, I
it worked
wanna-
for quantum
we
physics
might have to
originally.
make it a whole
Energy is the
episode
link between quantum
just
and
cover that
non-quantum
video.
physics. I give this paper
Space-time?
a 7 out of 10 on the bullshit meter. Why is it so
that one
high?
word?
It's because I rate papers for their relevance in the field. And while I think the maths
don't think
is
it
fine,
is.
in this case, the physical relevance is extremely unclear. It makes me somewhat afraid that rather than progressing the foundations of physics, we might see yet another wave of abstract maths that will eventually lead nowhere.
Hey, as long as it'll make
Then
the
again, I'm
physicists
personally
money,
quite
that's we're
intrigued
gonna
by
see
these
it.
deep links between the Riemann hypothesis, chaos theory, black holes, and somewhere there are also quasi-crystals in there. And I totally want to see
gotta be
more
black.
research on this. Okay, I really just want to see physicists solve the Riemann hypothesis before mathematicians get there. I'm not the trusting kind. I don't like it if
cares who
companies keep
solves
track
it,
of
you
my
freaking
whereabouts and God knows
egotistical
what.
bitch.
That's why I use NordVPN.
I'd
NordVPN
rather
is
see
an app that
physics
you install
solve
on your
it than
phone or laptop. It provides a
mathematicians.
secure
I'd
and
rather
private
just see it
connection for your
solved.
internet browsing and comes with a threat protection that keeps you safe from malware, trackers, and malicious
Why are we
apps. It's
watching a
super
commercial,
convenient.
Brady? Because it allows you to pick your
dumbly
location.
repeats an
She answered me as soon as I
obviously
said
wrong
it.
argument that I'm fucking sick of hearing.
Oh, and then she swore.
Oh, yeah,
Holy
she did.
She did.
What a CUNT. See you
Nice.
next
What a
Tuesday.
fladge.
That is so sexy. It is
That's
sexy.
literally what. Yeah, I know. That was literally your comment to this.
It dumbly repeats an
Okay, so
obviously
before we-
wrong argument that I'm fucking sick of hearing.
Because you can hear her still talking in the background.
That is so sexy.
I can too, yeah. It's strange.
It's like
So there's
the
number
voice of the
13.
turn-by-turn direction on the GPS. Oh my god.
You like it?
Yeah.
If it dropped a couple F-bombs here and there, fucking turn left.
Oh, that would be yeah. Yeah, that would do it for me. I would never get anywhere.
I would like it. I respect it more. I think it's more honest based on the Harvard and Yale studies. People that swear are usually more truthful.
It seems like the turn-by-turn is like nagging me. Like
I
turn
don't
right,
trust-
turn right.
I know you have
I
a
shut
swear
it off 'cause
filter
it-
on, so I
yeah,
don't trust
it's
anything you're saying. I assume you're lying about everything.
Oh,
So number 13
it's not a
video
swear
is,
filter. I just don't swear.
is a Backstreet Boy, but I think we should wait for Rumble on that.
No,
one,
I
but it's
don't.
Marked,
Say all kinds
it's
of
marked,
fucked up shit.
it's marked YouTube.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
say
confused.
bad
No,
things.
because all he does is just call the guy gay. He doesn't call them the FAG word. And they actually they bleep it out. The really
That's
the
a small
argument
bundle
is
of
the,
sticks,
The
by
argument
the
is
way.
really the context there. Them bickering is funny and is funny, but the actual argument of the context of the conversation, because I'm curious on just what your guys' general
We're
opinion would
already
be
gonna
on
get
who's right,
blocked
who's
for
wrong.
showing the basketball game.
Wait, it's
You
not even a
event still
video.
up?
No, it's right here in the small corner. We've done this before when I'm in my hotels. I've had something on in the background.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I
No,
don't
we
see a
usually
video.
get in trouble for wrestling footage. I didn't send in any wrestling footage this week.
Yeah, but if wrestling
Right.
footage was this big in the corner, trust me, the guy fucking Botchamedia guy does it.
So this isn't a
Fucking
video?
Matthew. It does have a video right there.
What?
No, below. They had a video.
As above?
As above?
So the video.
Well, you
Shows
tell
the
me when
video?
I find the video because it may be gone.
Fucking A. It just has a bunch of screenshots.
See what happens
Why
if
is
you
my
pull it
mouse
up.
not-
Maybe. I have
Why
a
is my
very
mouse
aggressive
not-
ad blocker. So
Ad
if it's from
block?
somewhere else, it might be. I don't want to just turn it off.
No, the very first thing is the video, bro. Yeah, it's It's not on. The
not on my
video's
screen.
between the bold writing underneath.
Are you able to
by
play it?
Connor
Because that would be the
Samolte,
fastest
and
solution.
above
Otherwise,
Brian Littell. Yeah, I'm waiting for a fucking ad to buffer. A second ad
that's
to
a
buffer.
shame.
I know.
Page 6 is stealing a video. That's what's happening.
I don't
While
understand.
we're waiting,
We are?
We're going to be. God damn it! I gotta watch this whole fucking ad. The other one I could skip. Continue.
Oh, yeah.
it's very hard to see, but
Bam, bam.
there's our graveyard raccoon from last week. It's this thing right here.
No kidding.
What is it?
It's our graveyard
The
raccoon.
graveyard raccoon.
It's a ghost raccoon.
So I didn't touch it. I
Brady
didn't
had a
wanna pet it,
wildlife encounter here at the farm.
but he was quite startled to see me, and he
you
was
live on
just
a farm
staring
now?
at me. He's just staring at me.
I live on a farm.
Yeah, it could have probably has rabies.
Yeah, there is a positive case of rabies around here. I just saw on the news. I don't remember where, so just be careful everywhere. It's
The
like
dog
when I was
is
a kid.
hogging the heated blanket.
That's smart. That's a good dog. How the dog doing? The dog's warm.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
So the video we will eventually see is Backstreet Boys. Brian Littrell uses
I
homophobic
don't know
slur
which
in
one
new
that is,
video
but-
filed in court as part of a trespassing dispute. Brian Littrell called his neighbor gay and a
Yeah. So what the context
Pyrrhic
is here?
during a heated beach trespassing
You'll get the
dispute
idea.
last month.
Yeah. So you'll get the idea, but
The
essentially,
whole incident was
the
caught
guy's
on
argument
camera.
here. And what the guy references is he references wet sand. So if you own beachfront property, like you don't own the water, right? So you could actually
Right.
walk in the water in front of that
Yep.
property and they can't do much about you. So that's kind of what this guy's defense is. But I'm
just
curious
wet
as to
sand.
what-
Okay.
I'm just curious as to who
Why
you guys
are
think
you
is
gay?
right, who's wrong.
You're
just
wrong.
In a general context of the situation, and then they're both kind of tool bags, so that's just equal.
So hold on, a tool bag is a very useful tool itself, so I discount your premise.
Yeah, so he's like, "What's sand?" He even marked it off, like he drew a circle around like where the sand was wet, and he even just got closer to the water, so his feet are like touching the wet sand.
But wait, so he's allowed to touch wet sand? That's considered
He's
the
technically on
ocean?
private property if he's like that's
On
his
dry
private
sand?
property beach.
You're making
Sorry,
that
here.
shit
You
up.
cannot be putting my face, bro.
You touching me, dog?
Hey, is there sound?
I'm on
Or is
wet
there sound
sand right now, bro.
Not in your face. You can't grab my phone, dog.
Dude, I didn't know something came in my face out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah,
Look at
you
this
got
gay
right?
Look at this bro.
You got
Look
scared.
what you've done at the beach out here, bro. Seriously, you're never gonna
Well,
get
they
left
gotta leave
alone.
out the S word, but
You
not
realize
the
that?
G
I've
word.
lived across the street for 20 years. No, you will not. Your next one's gonna get thrown out
I
too,
can't
dude.
hear the sound.
Your next case, your first one got thrown out.
Hey, this is what I deal with. This is what I deal
This
with.
is
People
what I
like
bro.
this.
Seriously,
Just like this.
you came and shoved your phone in my face, bro. You're
No, I
lucky
didn't.
I
I
didn't
was
knock
just
you the
standing
fuck
right
out.
over top of
Yes,
you.
you did. You reached
Yeah.
around me from behind my back, dude. I got you on video.
There's
Oh,
30
reach
viewers
around,
watching.
bro.
It'd be great if
You're
you could
never gonna
like,
water house next to
comment,
private
and
property.
subscribe. It really
You're
helps
a
us
total
out. It's
douchebag,
free.
dude.
Put
What's
your
going
phone
on
in
here?
my face.
Hit my phone.
No, I got it
You
right
want to
here,
be
bro.
gay?
If you really watch every week and you want to contribute, you can hit that little
Look,
subscribe button, and
you bought
or
it next
even
to a
the
public
gift. You
property.
could
You
give
ain't got enough
subscription.
money.
You hit the little dollar
Why didn't you
sign
buy
and
it
send
on
us some
private
cash
property?
so we can afford to pay for Gary's new monitor.
Look at this. Wet sand
That'd
is
be great.
all allowed.
Look,
He just said he reached around him.
Look, he marked it. Watch this. He
That's
marked
dry.
it. Look,
Fuck
this
out.
Dry
paddle.
sand.
Look,
Here's the line,
look,
bitch.
he marked it.
Look how gay this is. Look at
It almost looks like because the sand around
You're
that,
the
even
one
to
that
left,
did it.
right, doesn't look as wet as that sand. It's almost like he scooped a bunch of water and like
Hey, this is what I
wash it
deal with.
up more so he could go, no,
This is
look,
what I
I'm
deal
not.
with
I've
the
done
beach.
this before,
So
bro.
we'll have him take
done
me
this
You've
off.
done it because you don't have enough money to buy property. You bought
Appreciate
next to a public
See?
property. Look,
See?
the public access.
Public
bought-
access
that's the
doesn't
public
grant
access.
you public.
No,
public
dude.
beach.
We've all been here for 20 years. You've been here
Yeah.
3. You're done for.
Yeah.
You're done for, bro.
You're done for. You're not going to get privacy. You'll never get privacy here. I can't wait till this gets out. You'll never get privacy here. Good luck, buddy. Good, bro. Good luck, buddy.
So, who's right?
So
who's
what's
wrong?
page 6? I don't even get it.
It's something that
It's
they used
news
to
that
do.
nobody gives a fuck about.
Back when pages mattered.
Yeah, nobody cared about.
What do you
page
guys? Who do you
6.
guys think is in the right and who's in the wrong there? Can you pick
I think
a
they're
side in that
both
one?
douchebags. I mean, tool bags.
Legally, who's right and who's wrong?
What state? Where was it?
Obviously California or Florida, but regardless, usually the situation.
Yeah,
is
no,
that,
but it matters. Florida,
there's this,
not any of the beach itself is even allowed to be private.
There's this spot by Turnip Rock
Oh.
that I go with my jet ski, and it's right by this private country club, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, conservation something. And not always is there like a beach that's in front of their shit. And I've always just kind of pit stop there, and they have like security people that come around, and if you like walk up the sand, they'll like yell at you, and they always eyeball the fuck out of me. But like I usually just stay with my jet ski half beached, and I just kind of hang out half in the water. They can't prevent me from like pit stopping. They don't own the water. You know, it is kind of like a refuge point if I need help or I need to take a break. Like but that guy, the douchebag squatter guy, was like, he already knew what he was doing though. You know, he's like, oh, I can get away. Like, cause if you look down the beach, there was like no reason why he couldn't have been 50 feet. Like there was nobody there that was preventing him from.
Can't they? I mean, like in kindergarten, you
I
learn
think he's
to
just
share.
trolling the motherfucker.
Maybe they could just
Right.
share. You think he knew it was the famous people too? So that
Yeah, I think he's
he'd get
fucking with him.
clicks?
Probably. Maybe
Yeah.
he's trying to get him to attack him or fight him or something.
Is it okay?
Now
if we can
I've
just...
been to a public access beach in Caseville, Michigan,
hate.
and you go down the public access trail, and if you turn right, you're all good, but you're not allowed to go left. That's private.
Was that?
I went to this place called Queer Hollow. I did go to Queer Hollow as a kid.
See, now that's
Growing up.
exactly
That
why
wasn't
I
the
want
quarry,
to go
though, right?
left.
That
They
wasn't
told
the
me I
quarry, was
can't.
it?
Right.
Quarry
And
and the
that,
Queer
I
Hollow were
think
different-
that the
two different
rule
stories?
exists where the high tide line is
Hi, Todd.
low
Hi,
key.
Todd.
Sorry.
like-
So that's a
is that
very,
Dan's new
very,
name?
very obscure.
Dan's new name?
Very obscure Seinfeld.
Oh.
Hi, Todd. Anyways.
That's okay.
Okay. Well,
I've got some very obscure home improvement.
do you now?
You mentioned Binford. Did you not mention Binford?
I did. It was
I swear you mentioned Binford.
the Bedford's Law.
About 4.5 months, Tim. But that's only because I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. The sweat of my brow and an axe.
Pox on your axe, Al. This is what you need, buddy.
The worst
You know the Bedford
fucking
8200, 82
chainsaw
cc,
sound effect.
42-inch crowbar, silicone piston, steel bucking spike.
Oh, that's fine.
What was about Benford? What was that? again?
Bedford's Law. It's
More
it's
power?
the weird way numbers, like if you have a inventory, you count up all the this of that and that over there and all those over there, and
What
you
about the other thing?
get this a bunch of numbers. Most of
I
them,
don't know why they're so
an
funny.
inordinate amount of them, will start with the number 1.
Is that?
And
is
it
one
makes
unknown?
sense
I guess it
because
is,
you
right?
get to the ones before you get to any of the other numbers. But if your aggregate has a lot of numbers, shouldn't it have 8s and 7s? And it does, but you got it. According to Binford's Law, you get
more power.
30% ones.
You get 30% more power.
Yes. It's Benford's Law, actually.
Wrong button. Dude, did you see this chemtrail the other day on the
Oh my
news?
God, we're all gonna die.
the chemtrails that they're putting out there. Look at this shit.
So I first of all, I see a word on the smoke on the ground. Does anybody else see? I don't know what it says. Looks like it says pet love.
Pet bug?
Something. Pabst Blue Ribbon. They have advertising in the actual smoke on the ground. That's amazing.
No, they don't. Do they? What? Really?
Yeah. So yeah.
I want
Sponsored
to
by
believe.
Pabst. The Space Lodge, sponsored by Pabst. That Skywriter on their way up there.
Can't make that one any bigger. You'll see it when you watch it back. You'll see it. It says pet something. I can't read the rest.
You know, I watch it back on the same size phone. The same exact phone.
No, watch it back on a different size phone.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to even argue this one. There's definitely chemicals in that country.
Right? I love it. There was a couple idiots in the comment. They were like, I can't believe they let a plane fly this close to the rocket ship going off. And it's like, you realize how fucking far away that is?
How far away? How far away is it?
I don't know, but it's nowhere close.
He is way too young to get that reference.
Why, it's so far that you would have to go back in time to see it.
Thanks, Gene Rayburn.
Here's another one. Oh, do I have an envelope? Shit, I do.
Envelope.
Envelope.
Johnny
17,
Carson.
Artemis
character.
2, and George's penis. Three things that are completely overblown.
Oh, nice.
Fuck off.
That actually worked out well. Oh, so you're mad because your penis is overblown?
None of your fucking business.
That is correct. I want to know what the Clint Eastwood R word is. We're gonna have to go to Rumble to see that. I have two more for regular.
I thought it wouldn't play.
No, it won't. That's why I have to see it. I don't know what it was. You're gonna have to act it out or something.
Oh, it's from a movie.
Act it out.
What's this one? Not possible to
The guy with the no
determine.
fingers won't play either. Act that one out.
Oh yeah.
You got some.
I've
swords back
got
there. You're good.
I've got an angle grinder here, but it's so much better if he does it because he's got the whole Elmo thumb thing going on.
Ah!
What's
That's no
this?
sound?
17,
I wanna hear it.
16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Oh, 13.1. They're going to try this.
Has been
63,
told by the
67.
Court of Appeal that it's not possible to
4-point
determine
game.
which one of them is the
13 seconds
father,
left.
with the woman saying she will try
Really?
to conceive a
They're gonna go
second
to
child
overtime,
with
huh?
the twins now so that they both
Who's
have
in the
one
lead?
and the other doesn't feel left
You're
out.
right.
The woman, who cannot be named for legal reasons, has confirmed she will continue to date both of the identical twins until they can find a new type of DNA testing that reveals which one the father is, or she's able
To be clear and
Oh, 'cause
recap,
he
this
talked
woman
like that.
had sex with twins 4 days apart. She got pregnant. DNA cannot determine which twin is
Does
the
it
father.
matter? Does it matter? Which
She
one's the
loves them
father?
both. It does not matter to her. She says, we will have another child to assign to the other twin. But does that
What?
mean
This is
she's going to
kinda
ask to
like
have sex with them both?
to conceive a second child with
Brittany
them so
and
that they both have one
the
each.
other one,
The mother
Henson.
and one of the twins had taken the
Except
case to
they're
court after the
detached.
other twin was named on the birth certificate as the father. But they demanded that this wasn't fair, with the woman claiming that the
rock,
twin who
paper, scissors
wasn't
for
named
it.
on the birth certificate was better in bed and therefore he
You know what?
should be listed as
They'll
the
be able
father.
to tell when
Ooh,
it grows
what do you
up
think of
which one
that?
it looks more like.
Oh,
No, no.
twins
What do you
are-
think of that? Whoever she liked better in bed he's the winner.
No.
Right.
Wait till the kid grows up and whoever he looks more like is the father, obviously.
Yeah, that's a
They're
good idea. Put them in the center of the room and have each father sitting in one corner and call
Yeah,
the
Steve-
child. Whichever
Yeah.
the child comes to. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. You can do it.
Yeah. That's the only fair way to do it.
They tried that, but every time they tried doing it, the three of them were fucking again.
Father of the
I
child.
don't
The
know.
woman's
Twins are
lawyer
usually
standing on
oddly
the court.
fucking weird, like attached to each other anyway. They follow each other throughout life, and it's fucking weird. So they'll be hanging out all the time anyway. Like,
Right.
whatever. Just both raise it.
I have a twin.
You'll have two dads.
Some
You know?
mole on my neck. I won right away. I said, "Fuck that. We're not competing for anything, sir."
You base a
Brings steps
sitcom on
after the
that.
verdict told the
concept.
press, yeah, this is a right clusterfuck. I don't really understand.
Come on, everyone. We're trying to do the right thing.
And my client's
No.
relationship with either twin or their relationships with each other. It's just all
Well, wait a minute. There's a relationship with each other?
nasty,
Yeah.
if you ask me. I'm not
Everybody
sure
has a relationship with everybody.
I assumed it was a sexual relation.
adjudicate this abomination. How hard could this be to not do, really?
How hard could this be? He's full of puns.
In fact, this goes for everyone. If the person you're dating is an identical twin, then sleeping with them both is not a win. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and stop my client from making another mistake.
Jesus was risen yesterday.
Was he? I think that was a
Allegedly.
long time ago.
I'm sorry. We celebrated yesterday. Well, we celebrate it any time because there is no time.
It's like I'm
Do
not
we wanna-
anti-religious at all, but I went to some place that I don't normally celebrate Easter with. Whatever, but there was somebody who made like
Church?
a kid who no, but they like made this kid they asked them
I made a
questions about
kid.
why we celebrate Easter, and kind of like made the kid like tell us about Jesus, and I just thought it was kind of odd and awkward. Even though like if that's what you want to believe, that's all fine and dandy. If that kid goes to church or this bitch goes to church, that's fine. But to like force the kid to like do this performance, I don't know. It just seems
Especially at like
really
a Taco
fucking odd.
Bell. It was completely inappropriate.
No, it just, say a prayer. That's fine. I don't care. That's good. But when you're like forcing the kid to like do a religious dance just for the sake of like, I don't know. It's just weird to me.
My aunt is an atheist, and we started talking over Easter because when I said Happy Easter, and she said, "Why are you saying that?" And I said, "Because today's Easter." I didn't say the Lord is our Savior and all the right hand stuff and risen and stuff. I just said Happy Easter. She said, "Well, it made me uncomfortable." And then my wife at dinner was like, "We're going to say grace." And we don't usually say grace, but I think she did it as a point. Like, we're kind of stubborn that way.
Yeah.
And then it opened up a huge dialogue about,
U of M one.
is it, if somebody says Merry Christmas to you or Happy Easter and you're an atheist, I'm not sure who I'm directing this at. Does that offend
I had a
you?
Happy Easter.
Does that offend
No.
you in any way? She was offended.
I'll
She's
say
like,
grace.
people said it outside of our event, and she said it just made her very uncomfortable. It was very weird. Like, they should have known, she said.
You will say grace, Gary?
Yeah.
You'll get into the Lord, or you just go, hey, you just kind of do a generality, and then like at the end.
We bow our heads to
Lord,
pray.
amen.
May every child
Thank
on
you
earth
all
be fed
for bringing
today.
us
There's
together, O
that-
Lord.
there you go.
We praise you.
What's wrong with that one?
In God's
we bow our
name.
heads and pray
In
that
the
every
name of the
child on earth
Father.
be fed today.
Amen.
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 She literally mumbled through that. Like, we said it as quick as possible, just to, I don't know. My wife has a thing, I guess. I don't know.
I'm
Wait.
sure, yeah, she's a woman.
That's not what I meant. She has my thing. Let's make
my life.
Let's make fun of somebody else before we go over to Rumble.
Okay.
Here comes the blitz, and here's Brady.
Oh, so this is for our audio viewers. He's Googling, is there wind on the moon?
Audio viewers.
So
No,
listen, we're
there's
going to
no-
knock these.
Our audio viewers.
If you know our audio listeners,
Our visual listeners.
so all right, there's about 6 of these. We're just going to knock them out one at a time before we go over to Rumble. And so he says, there's no atmosphere, there's no wind. Would everybody agree with that? On the moon.
There's no wind.
Okay, well,
No
so then
wind.
he shows the famous picture of the American flag.
That's
And
got
he didn't show it very
wire
well, but
that's
everybody,
holding it up.
yeah, everybody that has watched MTV knows there's a wire holding it up. And if you move something in space, it will swing a little. It was not blowing in the breeze. It was hanging on a wire.
Right.
Okay, so that's one. Are stars visible from the moon? That answer I honestly don't know. I've never been to the moon. But I would assume that
yes,
they
but
are.
they're real hard to
There's some
see.
weird effect with taking pictures.
Just like on Earth.
Yeah,
like
the
if there's-
camera won't let any of them. It'll just be black sky.
Right, but we should try to, because it is a talk
got
show.
one of
We
those
should
on that
we
spaceship
should try
right
to
now.
go over the actual concept first of why they think it is, and then we'll debunk it. That might be more
Okay.
entertaining than just
No, let's just destroy
knock
it
knock.
right
Who's
now
there?
rather than
Gary.
entertain it because it's stupid.
Yes.
It's stupid. I agree there. Yeah, so it's the camera. What we just skipped that one already because we already said it. The camera resolution
Destroyed it, yeah.
certainly cannot pick up the
We
stars.
can watch it. Yeah, so this is what we're looking at.
This one I don't. This one I did not look up at all. I
Times
could
2
debunk
speed.
all of them except this one.
Okay.
Moon versus Earth jump height. Earth looks like, what is that? 0.6 meters.
What, five times? Is it 5 times?
But oh, you know what? I did look this up. I remember now. So here's the moon. They show somebody in the same spacesuit jumping 2.7 meters. But from my
Can we get an
understanding,
English? Imperial?
2.7 meters. That is a huge jump.
from my understanding though, the boots were weighted so they didn't fly off into space. And it would lead me to believe that a human being has a certain, you know, when the step is like 1 millimeter off, you trip on it. So the human brain is conditioned for Earth's, you know, common.
Oh, yeah.
So they would probably make the weights on in the boots or on their sack they had on their backpack or whatever equal or as close to as they could the Earth, so people knew how to walk, right? So that one's busted.
They kind of look clumsy.
Yeah, and he's literally claiming that this jump, because this size jump.
8.5 feet.
Yes, our Imperial lookup, 8.5 feet.
God
But
damn.
with the weights in the boot, there's no way. Okay, so this one blew my mind when I literally, this one threw me. It says something about the first man to step on the moon. Neil Armstrong.
Yeah. Oh, I
And then
know
they-
the question. It's a selfie stick.
No.
Oh.
They show his
I've
boot.
seen
There's
that.
his boot. Can you see his boot here?
I've seen that. That's at the
Yeah.
museum. That's at the Neil Armstrong Museum in Ohio. I've been there. That's no.
Okay.
Supposedly this is a spacesuit that wasn't the one. The one that's in that museum is actually technically not the one that actually he wore supposedly.
Right, but it was. It might not be the exact one, but it's the same exact style.
It's one he wore, but it's not one that they wore.
Right. So here's the first boot print on the moon, and I literally was like, oh no.
Because at first I saw it in the thing, and I'm like, oh my god, that's cool. And then I'm like, wait, this never went to fucking them. Like, this is stupid.
But it did.
Why is this
It did. It did. That boot was on it, but they had two suits for protection in case one
was like
tore,
an
and this one
internal layer
this
or
one had
some
the
shit?
outer galoshes. How do you say that? Rubber shoe?
Galatians.
No, that's
The book of the
Ephesians and
Bible.
Philippians.
Is it,
Galoshes.
The Neil Armstrong
Galoshes, yeah.
Museum is really cool because they do have like some pretty historical stuff in there, but it is very small and you get through it in like 10 minutes. It's not worth the
That's
drive
touristy, trappy.
unless you do something else, which there's nothing else to do in the Lima, Ohio area. Gary would know.
So very easily debunked. That's the outer.
Why? 'Cause I
that's
grew
the
up in Ohio?
Outer booty. But they're like, oh my god, it's totally different. It is. It's totally different. One looks like a bowling shoe, and one looks like a fucking moon boot. Oh, wait, is that why they named those kind of style of boots moon boots?
Moon boots. Yeah.
Zero correlation. What was that question?
So I apologize.
Yeah, so
I
I've
missed
always
that.
had this question: the who's filming? Because they got different angles, different perspectives.
Neil Armstrong
Oh.
moon landing video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my selfie stick.
Did they get
Who's
off and
filming?
sit down a tripod and then like?
It was on a boom.
What kind of? That's a long ass boom.
What the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about, Gary?
The camera. They
not
moved
coming
it
down
into
with the-
position before they got out of the lander.
So
On
they
the
got out of the
surface?
lander, put it into position, and then got out of the lander.
Yeah, look,
No,
it's not moving with the lander.
Did
This
they
is on
shoot
the
something
ground.
down? They shot a perfect camera that was pointing right in the. They had
So
some
we're gonna-
hella technology back then. We're just figuring out how to go around the moon once right now.
Yeah. Slingshot. So we're gonna look at this later on Rumble, but this one, if you know how it happened or why, we can see the footage. And if you say selfie stick again, say it. Say what again?
Selfie stick.
I don't know why they
I thought it
zoomed
was
in
incredible.
on the
Before
star.
that Artemis, did you guys see up to
Planet
the Artemis
Sun.
launch how they were like troubleshooting some shit like I don't know 20 minutes before they fucking launched it and it's like what have you guys been doing the entire time? Like why you just
Right.
finished this product and you just got done troubleshooting it and then they're like all right, we're good. Why wasn't this done like months ago? What? Seems weird. Check it every day.
Yeah, they had a lot of work to do while they were in space too. Like, why didn't you prep that before?
Now they keep harping on the idea of like, oh, this is gonna get us, we're gonna practice getting there more because we're gonna start a civilization there and have a base there. It makes sense if you have the ISS, you could have just a thing on the moon. The main thing would be creating a jump off point because it would be cheaper to go to the moon, like it's a layover, on your way to Mars or some shit,
Yeah.
Stop at the moon.
Yeah, a good jump off point.
But as far as like there being anything on the moon to do or would be viable,
like Jack's mom's house,
other than experiments and shit.
You follow the show.
So when they talk about moon base and shit like that, it's like it's not what there's not gonna be a whole.
But there will, because once you're that far out of the atmosphere, launching from the moon will be so much easier than launching from the Earth.
Yeah, but that's also what a good horror movie is made out of.
Plus, we're not going to make a base on the moon. We're going to make a base all the way around the atmosphere. Elon Musk has this plan to put in 1 million new satellites, all with server capabilities for AI. The ones that I were talking about that are the cooling's going to face deep space, and the heating and power is going to face the sun, get the power directly from the sun. It's brilliant. He's going to do it. Once we do that, there won't be any need to go any farther. This one threw me too. The actual shape of the Earth is an oblate
spheroid.
They showed it so quick, you fuckers.
Why wouldn't it be?
This is a totally different video.
Fucking meatball,
Well, because it's an optical illusion. Why, when you look out at the horizon, does it have a curve, even though you're not clearly away far enough to see the curve of the Earth? That's an optical illusion. Light actually bends before it hits your eye.
So does
and your eye will also it'll fill in the blanks it'll make things smooth that aren't smooth. I'm going to try and pause it this time. There. I've never heard that the Earth is this shape to that extreme.
Oh, no, blade spheroid? It's fat in the middle. It's actually pear-shaped. It's fatter at the bottom, too.
Can you see, though, what it looks like on the screen here?
Is that literally what it is? Because like them oddball flats that it's got are...
Well, to be clear and with a grain of salt, this is the same guy that we just debunked the other 5 things he said pretty quickly, so it's probably not.
Right.
And while it's on this, did everybody see the people freaking out because Australia is too large, so clearly they didn't land on the moon? Did anybody see that?
Australia is really large.
Well, that is true, but so they showed pictures from the old guard or whatever, the old moon photos. Yeah. And Australia looks smaller. These people, just to cut to the chase, knock knock, who's there, Gary? The Earth was upside down, and they were looking at the top of Africa, and they thought that was Australia.
Oh, that's very stupid.
Yeah, it's as stupid as you're arguing and debating and trying to show everyone how smart you are in the room, and you say, "What's animosity?" That happened to me over the weekend. Yeah, that happened to me over the weekend. I was a spectator. 2 very smart people arguing, and the smart person said, "Well, what if somebody holds animosity to you?" And he's like, "What's that?" And he started explaining more, and it was like a skit. He's like, "No, I mean, what's animosity?" I think he lost the debate at that moment.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish I could remember his name.
Your vocabulary comes up a little short. I've decided to stop being condescending. Condescending means talking down to people.
Thanks. You sure you don't mean chem-descending? That's a chemtrail joke if you really go to it.
Okay, good job.
Into it. It's also a
That's what I thought it was.
Segui.
That's what I was hoping it wasn't.
We didn't finish.
Oh, I finished all right. We've had full disclosure on the particulates being thrown into the atmosphere and chemtrails. And people who claim there are chemtrails are still treated like they're foil hatters.
No. Hold on.
Yeah.
I see people that think every contrail is a chemtrail as foil hatters. I agree. There is the technology of chemtrail. I've seen it in simple crop dusting. So yeah, that technology.
Yeah. They've been. What is
But
that
if you know
called?
anything about,
Seeding clouds?
you used the word particulate.
Yeah,
Do you know how many particulates are in our atmosphere and how many chemtrails it would take to actually make any damn bit of even significant difference?
No.
I don't either, but I bet you it's a lot.
Yeah, I bet you. Yeah,
It'd be like putting a drop of green dye in the ocean and going, look, I'm trying to turn the ocean green. There's a lot of quiet.
Oh, yeah, that makes for a bad show.
All right, we should go to Rumble.
Yeah, do that.
The unfiltered and crude proclamation of unrestrained speech.
All right, folks, listen up. Before we dive headfirst into this circus of crudeness and uncensored banter, here's our no-nonsense disclaimer, served with a side of Fladge humor.
Look, we're here for a good time, not a politically correct time, all right? In this crazy world where snowflakes melt and everyone's a critic, we're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes. So here
I
goes.
miss applesauce there.
Article 1. Let's get ridiculous. The sole purpose of our discourse, be it from guests, hosts, or any random loudmouth, is to tickle your funny bone, tease your gray matter, and illuminate the path to a mirthful existence. Any semblance of seriousness is purely accidental.
Article 2, offending everyone equally. We're equal opportunity offenders, all right? We don't give a hoot about your gender,
I know you guys have done this
race,
150
religion,
times
or
with us,
whether
but
you
we're going to be
prefer
going over to
cats
rumble.com/Fladge
or
Rants
dogs
for the rest of the show.
or
Uncensored.
dildos.
We're here to roast everyone.
We're going to talk about how time doesn't
politicians to
exist. We're gonna
influencers
mention
to
all
our
kinds
own
of R
sorry
words.
selves. Nobody's safe.
F words, G
Not
words,
even
C
Gam
words,
Gam's apple pie.
D words,
Article
Z
3,
words.
screw political correctness.
words.
Listen, we ain't here to hold your hand or sugarcoat anything. So, if our jokes offend you, tough luck.
We're not responsible for any ruffled feathers or hurt feelings, but hey, if you can take the heat, we promise we'll dish out some belly laughs and maybe a couple of snorts.
Article 4, fake news
Hey,
alert.
thanks for the follow,
I'll take you
Johnny
outside
Boy
the
Gaming
courtroom
1.
for further details.
The tales, rumors, and downright lies you hear here are as fictional as a $3 bill.
Any resemblance to real-life events or people, whether alive or pushing up daisies, is purely coincidental and probably a result of us hitting the bottle too hard. We're pretty sure the Earth is round, and I didn't actually take myself out, but honestly, who cares?
Article 5,
I care.
parody.
I care.
Because, why not?
Parody and satire are our bread and butter, folks. Any likeness to actual people or characters is just us having a laugh, not a reason for a lawsuit.
We might not be the smartest cookies in the jar, but we sure know how to stir up some trouble.
So in closing, if you've made it this far without getting your undies in a twist, then congrats. You're our kind of people.
We're just here to crack a few tasteless jokes, spread some questionable joy, and remind everyone that life's too short to be serious all the frickin' time.
So buckle up, Buttercup, and get ready for a wild ride through the absurd realms of our humor while Fladge Rants live.